this is where about, I don't know how long we've been pushing this initiative. We call this initiative Paving the Road to Prosperity.
We've
been in process.
We've been harping on that. We've been beating that drum.
Probably at least a year.
Many moves.
But nothing, it doesn't move fast. You just got to be persistent and consistent.
And we had them going. At one point we had like 72 bags of cement. We're like, yes, we're going to do this.
Our supporters online donated money.
Yeah, we got people that
we want you to know we never gave up.
And we're still
pushing.
We're still pushing for it. But there ended up being like political problems inside of town where the people that were holding the cement were accused of stealing the cement, and then people were like, well, I'm backing out, I want my cement back. And so everyone started to kind of tear each other apart. So we thought, man, is this even going to be possible? Are we going to be able to do it? And so now, lo and behold, yesterday afternoon,
how many bags of cement did we buy?
We bought 12.
The organization.
The organization bought 12. And it sparked up into the 70s. I don't know if it was 72, 76.
Bags of cement?
Yeah, that's what it was. It wound up at 53. So after people take some back, but there was a lot of manual labor that went along with them.
Well, I think what's exciting about this section that we haven't seen it yet, but what's great about it is one of our banking communities participated in donating the time to dig out the road, pickaxe
prepare the forms so that the cement was in the right space. They did volunteer their time to gather the sand. They volunteered the trucks that hauled the sand over, and it's been probably, I think we were planning on this going in last March, and it took us a while to get ready to have it go in last March.
Well, because we had the dilemma with water.
And then we had a drought that came on top of it.
We had water up here, but then a drought hit and everybody decided they would rather use the water for drinking. So that water. There were some challenges, I might say.
It's been more than one.
For this initiative to get going. But part of what had to mature, I think, in my mind, was the first banking community. Part of what we're teaching, or our leadership is teaching and mentoring, is giving of your time. You've got to give something to the community.
Exactly.
And I think a year ago that banking community was not ready. Their
giving was really focused on self.
Yeah.
If they couldn't see exactly how they were getting better because of the donations that they were making themselves, then it wasn't going to be a donation. And so now it's taken them a little while to say, okay, I can actually help other people while I'm helping myself. So if the community does get sharper and better because of my contribution, then that is me getting better. But then it wasn't, totally logical to them at the start.
But I think was it the group that donated their time and the effort, was that our first banking community?
So
or is it,
the estimates were there was going to be 150 people there.
Okay.
Okay. So that would include all 6 of our banking communities.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know that 150 people made it, but all 6 of them were alerted. And so people that also are not yet participating in the banking community are also, present in the volunteer work that was done. Put this stretch of road in.
Well, and this stretch of road here pretty much serves all those communities.
Exactly.
So they all can realize and recognize the benefit that they receive from this stretch.
I think the very best part of it is they are going to say, I worked on this road. This road is here because I put my time and effort into it. And if they can actually say that and continue to say it to their kids, it's going to create this, cascading effect where, they're going to want to do more because they're happy that they did do good. And then their kids are going to say, hey, I know I can do good in my community because my dad used to do it. My mother used to do it. So we're going to get an eyeball on that here in about 30 seconds here.
And the nice thing is that they're going to be reminded of that giving every time they're on their motorcycle, and it gets real smooth.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh, that is so nice. You know, that was a hard day, man. We put in a hard day sweating just to get that road, but when I'm driving on this, it's so nice.
Oh, it's nice. Well, here's a good example of us doing what the community needs, right? Because our intention was to do a different part of the road, which we see, Chet and I see, as the worst part of the road. But they were like, actually, this part over here is the one that causes us the most trouble. And it's because they live here. They know. So it's like if I had a differential blowout on this 3 different times and no differentials have been blown out on that section, well then this part's more of an acute, issue for us. And so, if you'd gone off of what we said, we'd have paved the part they didn't care about. But
I still want to pave that part.
Oh
man.
yeah.
That's
Simeon's talking about them starting to gather the sand so that they can put it over there and do that part. So I think if this comes across and everyone's looking at it going, woo, we did great, then they're gonna be jumping in on the other side.
And another thing that, our vision is 18 inches of freeway going through here.
Yeah, 18 inches wide and as long as you can.
As long as the eye can see. That's our vision.
That's what we'd like to do.
They see it a little differently.
Right, and
but we got to listen to them. We listen to.
If you'll see, it's mostly motorcycle drivers that put in the cement and the time.
Right.
So most of the motorcycle drivers are the ones that are doing it. And so the 18 inches would be really good for them, but they're worried that the truck drivers are going to hate it, that that the motorcycle guys got something that they didn't, and then the truck drivers will go up and break it up on purpose and tear it out of the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that they're worried about retaliation, which is something that we know a little bit about, but we don't know what kind of forces are moving in this. And oh man, let's just go around that log.
Oh dude, I can see it, man.
Oh man, would you look at that?
Look at that. That's a little wider than 18 inches.
Just slightly, but hey, it looks good regardless.
Yeah, it's a little wider.
It's a little bit.
I don't want to show anybody yet, but oh dude, this is like,
they put that tree down.
Dude, this gets giddy.
Is this tree
Did you
down?
see
Is
that?
this tree down so that it?
Yeah, so nobody
goes up
nobody
there.
drives on it yet.
It's not good.
It's got a cure.
They want it to cure.
Looks
All
good.
right, folks, we're gonna go see. This is about a year and a half in the making.
I'm excited.
And don't be disappointed if it's only 50 feet, because I got a little smudge on my lens here. If it's only 50 feet,
And it might be more than 50 feet.
don't be disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
If you felt, they got it blocked off here, so we can't. They don't want anybody driving on that. Oh. So we're gonna see how it goes here. Oh, I can see it, man. It ain't 18 inches, but oh man, that looks so good. Oh, yeah, dude, this is nice, man. Oh man, look at that.
We're not waiting for the government to come.
No.
We're gonna do this.
All right, here you go, folks. Ready? All your support.
Big reveal.
It's gonna go right here, the big reveal. Oh man, look at that. Dude, that is, oh look, they even wrote in it. What did they write? What does that say?
It says Ma Coma Si Pesali
Oh man, look at that road.
Justa Local
That is nice.
Bonjour. So this is Juste Local. So it's this has been done by the local people.
Oh, really?
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Rappelle là, on est toujours mouillé.
Non, il va trop mouillé, non, il y a
Ah,
une chance. Une machine qui a une machine pas qu'à faire.
Comment est?
Un peu mouillé. Ça vous gâte travail là?
Oui, ça l'est là. Ma combien?
Non, il va pas commer, non.
Où est le marqué là? Ma Mais comment?
We're gonna walk up the street, man. That's about what a ¿Cómo es? Papi mal. Look at this. Oh, we got a little extra jostle left over. Oh man. That is a beaut, man. That has been, oh man. That has been a year and a half in the making right there. Changing the hearts and minds as to what's important. Making a change, they're making a difference here, man. These roads have been broken up for over 100 years, and they've never taken the time and the opportunity to fix them. Now they're fixing them, man. They're taking pride in their community, donated time and labor. Woo! Mes amis!
Bagay na bon?
Sabon! Sabon! What do you think, man, Lance?
Pretty cool, man.
It's pretty awesome.
This guy right here is telling me, he says if we had someone to help us out, man, we take it all the way to the bottom. But he said this is 160, 160? Sacks?
170.
So 170 sacks of cement.
170.
Yeah.
Did you help? ¿Ayudó a esto?
Est-ce que le monde si vous t'ai aidé?
Oui, oui,
Oui?
nous,
Va voir une photo yo, des photos, va voir.
population qui
Tout
fait.
le monde net.
Tout le monde net.
Ni au même tout?
Oui, tout le monde.
Vous êtes là?
Machine,
Pas
motocyclette.
Tout le monde, tout le monde.
Tout le monde net.
Ni au même?
Ah,
Tout le monde.
Même nous-mêmes?
Oui, même nous-mêmes, paysans.
Mhm.
Paysans qui...
C'est pas Jovenel Moïse qui fait?
Non,
Seul-
non, c'est nous qui faisons.
Ah, on connaissait Jovenel qui fait, lui.
Voilà ça. Voilà ça, t'as fait, il a fait route la caille. Il a fait route tout dit non. Là, non.
¿Le pagó para hacerlo? ¿Le pagó para hacerlo?
Non.
No?
Nous-mêmes, nous, y a casé un pile véhicule. La caille nous dit, machine, y a casé différentiel,
Oui.
les jeeps. Qu'on y a là, nous-mêmes,
We
nous.
saw that this is causing a lot of problems. It's breaking up a lot of differentials, taking Jeeps out.
Ouais. Nous organiser, nous.
He says we put ourselves together
Nous tête ensemble.
and we put our heads together.
Comme paysans,
Like
pays, nous
citizens.
collaborer nous
We
ensemble.
collaborated.
Nous faisons cotisation, nous organiser nous ça. Mais si tu as une possibilité, depuis en bas net, la machine là, nous apprenons net. Comme ça,
So
mais
if we
nous
had the right
travaillons.
resources, man, we'd put it all the way down to where your car's parked down there. But
Pero ¿por qué lo hizo? Why did you do it without getting paid to do it?
Peut-être nous pas jouer une coupe nous-mêmes. Nous-mêmes nous réunir nous entre nous-mêmes.
He says we didn't get our money, we just put ourselves together and united
Entre
ourselves.
nous-mêmes, ça y est, route la caille nous y est. Route la caille nous, entrer la caille nous, ça veut dire n'importe
This
sac
is
fait,
on the way to our house. This takes us to our houses.
n'importe sac fait, il y a bon pour nous là, il te met n'importe organisation sur ton l'autre côté de arriver là, il bloque, il pas qu'à monter. Il pas qu'à monter, ça veut dire là qu'on y a, et il t'a fait sauter en bas, net vient là, la pluie par la pluie, glisser par glisser, il y a qu'à monter.
La pluie.
He says
When it rains.
says you came over here, anybody that's trying to get up here, they couldn't get up here, but now you got this cement down here. Rain isn't rain anymore. You can still go even if it. Ouh, il est content.
Sabon.
Content. Elifet est là.
Parce que il fait.
Il va passer masse là. Il va passer masse là lui-même.
Give you one last look at that, man. Look at that.
Pas de passer masse.
Paving ourselves to prosperity, man.
Et là, il y a Zek qui fait. Là, Zek qui fait. Si pas le même pays. C'est pas lui-même qui te fait lui. Si pas le même. Il dit l'État lui-même. L'État met travail là, l'État prend moun. Il y a moun tap travail pour combler. Mais moun qui paye là côté a besoin comme ça pour dire. La vidéo am capable disponible pas là. Comprendre? Même là.
On t'a bien parlé. Remember, well, I got the video proof here. It's like, he's like, I was the one right there by the mixer. I was like, oh, here's the mixer. Where are you? Oh, I'm not there. Grand travail. Bien fait. Ouais? Ça, c'est nous-mêmes.
Ok.
Communauté, combien de monde qui t'es là comme ça?
Faut qu'il y ait plus que 200 à 150
Tout ça?
000. Oui.
C'est
Mais
ça.
Gens. Et Daniel plus connaître.
Daniel. Avec, comment madame Nirelli? Nathalie? Quoi?
Oui.
Nathalie, madame Nirelli.
Oui.
Ok, content, ouais, nous, oui.
Ok,
Ok,
ok.
moi
Nous sommes venus là pour nous jouer football, peut-être, ma connaît, bon.
C'est ça.
Oh.
Oh, football fan. What was
Bon.
what was that?
I was just giving him a
Conversation.
hard time. But I just said, hey, I'm really happy that you guys are proud of your community, you know. It's like, said, this is us, you know, they're just active, you know, adamant. We did this. This is ours. And I said, hey, you know, I heard President Jovenel Moïse is over here doing this. Like, that guy, he wouldn't do that. He's only doing that at his house. This is our house. This is where we do it. And he said, man, if we had a guy come in here and a bunch of money, they'd come in and, you know, we could do double the work and, you know, I said, in half the time. And I said, yeah, that wouldn't work though, right? Someone else comes in here because they had their, you know, their money in it. You guys would be like, oh yeah, that's their problem. But now if someone comes down here and tries to tear this up, right? You guys won't let them. You're not gonna let them burn tires on your surface here. You're like, get out of here, man. This is our stuff. And they're like, yeah, you're right, man. You're totally right. So one of these days, dude, I plan to skin my knee right here.
Oh yeah.
Ah, man, it feels good. Okay, what I really love is that everyone's just talking about how it's their road, you know? And the thing is that there's a road similar to this on the way into another town, just across the valley and, you know, down the other side. And the road is just trashed. It's getting beat up, you know? And these guys are like, we can't allow that to happen with our road. We need to put a water channel down the side so when the water comes and it hits this, it'll go over, bonsoir, it'll get, and then go over into the canal and not tear up our road. So, you know, they're just like already planning. Now that was made by the, you know, the families of the little, you know, community that came in to do the nursing that they do over in that little town. That family put together the resources and got local people and hired them, and they all worked and whatever. And it's totally like blown out. I saw last time I was here, a truck had gone off road because it was just not taken care of, and they went down into a big old ditch and had a big problem. These guys are like, we can't let that happen to our road. So if someone from the outside comes in and does it, it's no good. It's not, you have nothing invested in it. So when it's theirs, they're like, we're not gonna let that happen to our road. Our road's got to stay fresh. We're in this thing for the long haul. We ain't in it for the short-term thing. We want the long haul. So, you know, and this is the third person that's told me how they're going to put a water, you know, canal on the side to make it so that it doesn't get deteriorated. Because it will blow out and start to go underneath, and then it'll crack and fall down, and then the road's, you know, not as good. So he says this upcoming Friday, they've already had a meeting and they're talking about people who can, you know, who can give what. And they've got a guy that drives one of the big heavy trucks. He says he's going to give 16 bags of cement. There's another guy that, you know, came by and says, I got a bag that I'll send. So they'll take any donation, and they're going to come down here and do this work again. And the thing is when you got 200 people here doing it, even if someone were standing around just looking, it's not that hard, you know, to move a couple, you know, truckloads of cement. But if it's just 3 or 4 guys and they got to, you know, grind it out on their own, it's, you know, it's too much. But they had a really good experience. And the other guy was telling me, and I was talking to Simeon about it, he was like, we're probably going to have to pay the pros. You know, we're going to have to give them some money, you know, to do the work because this is what they do for a living. And the other guys are like, no, how can they ask us for money? They're taking the money from us. They're helping in their community, and so are we. So that's just their talent, and we're going to ask them to do that. So we'll see if that's really true. But, you know, that they're talking about how, you know, that's the, you know, the way that they've got it set up right now. It's all volunteer. So we'll see if that holds true, but it's pretty cool.
Super cool.
I'm just glad I got horizontal stripes on for this video.
Horizontal stripes to keep you thin.
Making looking nice.
I think it's vertical stripes you want.
Yeah, I know. So I said I'm glad I got these ones on.
Oh my goodness.
Here we are just getting done eating.